Hello and welcome to the desert of Qatar. MEI, aka Moto Esport Indonesia, hits the desert for the first round of the 2025-26 season. We are getting ready now for Moto 3 in just a few minutes. Alright then, you may hear some new voices or familiar ones if you're used to watching some other races, but the Macoi Studio Grand Prix of Qatar Moto 3 race will be brought to you by me, Riley Davis, and my co-commentator Woody Howard alongside me.
Great to be here at MEI. Starting off well at the season in Losail. Definitely a hard track to learn, so many right-hand corners, so you'll spend a lot of time on the right-hand side of the tyre. Here's our previous winner, Hadith Ifran.
Yeah, definitely a difficult one for tyre wear, as you just mentioned. Sectors 2 and 3 are mainly the ones you want to watch out for that. Literally on the side of the tyre constantly, not a single straight in that second and third sector. So riders will be watching out for tyre wear there, as we might see a couple front end crashes. But we're glad to have you back for Moto Esport Indonesia, and we hope you enjoy having us as your commentators for M3 and MPS from now on. The season starts here. Now you see the overtaking hot spots down to turn 1, then you go up to the hairpin where you see the long lap penalty, and then a few in the chicane next to it and the last corner as well. So here we go then, as the Qatarian flag waves at the Losail International Circuit. It's time for the virtual lap.
Oke, jadi masuk di turn pertama, kita drop gear ke gear 2. Kalau bisa kita harusnya rapat dari sini dan langsung kita exitnya full throttle. Persiapan masuk turn 3, kita cari line biar entry-nya bisa rapat. Dan di turn 4 kita left braking. Ya, di tikungan 6 ini kita drop gear sampai gear 1 ya. Exit, langsung kita full throttle. Ya, sudah mau memasuki sektor 3, kita harus berhati-hati mainin analognya di sini. Dan di sini kita ambil serapat mungkin, exitnya kita lebarin aja. Di sini kita drop ke gear 4, kita tahan, terus kita masih hold di gear 4, turun gear 3 di sini. Oke, persiapan memasuki last corner. Nanti kita bisa left braking, tapi untuk mainin remnya kita harus hati-hati sedikit. Dan langsung kita gas full. Ya, jadi itu satu lap di Losail.
Okay then, just a few moments now until the race starts. The Moto 3 riders just lining up on the grid at the moment. So let's take a look down the order of 2024's Qatar Grand Prix in Moto 3. Hadith Irfan took the victory on the number 95 Uncanny Team JDT by Macoi Honda, the Indonesian, as many Indonesians in this championship take victory as usual. Damian Fernandez took home second place on the same bike as his teammate in the lead-up, and Sandy Verdau on the Yamaha, the number 36 Yamaha, the FRP Racing CF Moto team, the Italian took home third. So could we see some big action. Hopefully it's Moto3, it's Qatar, lots of slipstream, lots of fast corners. What do you reckon, Woody? Are we going to see a good show today?
Definitely, it's such a good track. Great season opener here at Qatar. There's always drama here. We've seen drama in the past, and we're guaranteed to see drama today, especially on these Moto3 bikes.
Yeah, we could see some big moments like 4 wide up to the main straight. I mean, nothing gets more dramatic than Qatar at turn 1. You can think of all the events that have happened over the years in real life and in many esports races that you and me have commentated on and raced in before. But now it is time to take a look at the starting grid for your race. Right then, Qatar, definitely one of the most difficult tracks as mentioned before. How do you go about racing here, as you say, on a Moto3 bike?
It's all about managing that right side of the tyre, like I was saying before, making sure you don't overwork it, you still have tyre left for the late part of the race, making sure that you use that slipstream on the back straight to make sure that you can, use the other riders to your advantage, get some easy positions. But other than that, in the late stage of the race, you have to be so defensive because of the slipstream, especially on the last lap when you're running down to the line and you've got riders behind you. You have to be very careful to try and break the slipstream.
Yeah, and a quick mention for the league's sponsors. Just before this race starts, a big thanks to sponsors Macoi Jillevilleneuve, Pull&Bear, Macoi Studio, MS Glow for Men, BrakeGP, Wobi Snack, WD Tour, FRP, aka Fabrizio Racing Parts, Rynex Wear, BGP, Esport Battle Indonesia, and oh yeah, there we go, that's all of them. Sorry, I thought I was reading a longer list, but here we go then. Just waiting a few more moments as the riders get prepared. We are so excited to get this season started for you and for us as commentators to begin this journey as MEI commentators. It is going to be a fantastic race, promised for sure. Nice and bright sun here at Qatar, and it looks like now we may be just getting ready to go. Alright then, just a few more moments now and we will be reading the starting grid. It is Joanda on pole, Sylvester Magao lining up second, Igor Fernando lining up third. The second row contains Fari, Gigi and Bagus, the number 27 rider, and then following behind them is Fauzan Raudatula, Prastio and Zaki Fathan. Take us away with the second row, for the second page.
Leading at row 4 we have Afra Israel Fard, and then Herman Suffern, Emmanuel in 12th place. We have Fadley in 13th, Aditya in 14th, then Wiguna in 15th. We have Gribian Azza in 16th, Putra 17th, and Nukuro in 18th.
Yeah, then we got First Gen lining up 19th, Pray Atta, sorry about the names, we're struggling to pronounce them, in 20th, Nur in 21st, Risky Saputra 22nd, Ahmad Dalan 23rd, Bin Rosmeri in 24th, Franco Bartolini 25th, and lining up the back of the grid will be them. So here we go then, it is nearly time to go for the Macoi 3 race. As you can see, the sponsor boards lighting up nice and yellow, ready to go for the start of this Grand Prix. It's going to be lovely action to start or end your Sunday. And as we look at the tyre allocation for Moto 3, just keep in mind that this will be some of the best racing you've seen in a while for the 2025 and 2026 season to begin. So 7 left hand corners and 5 right hand corners. I was lying when I said a lot about the right hand corners, but it is the right hand side of the tyre that will get the most worn as you are on the right for a long time, including turn 1 being the longest. I'd say you're on that right, or sector 3 where you're literally on it for the whole sector. Here we go then, it's nearly time.
It's going to be a good one here.
Yeah, it will be for sure. Moto 3 always delivers, MEI always delivers, and remember to stick with us after this race where you'll have Moto 2 and Moto GP brung to you. Some of the best racers in the world, including many like Dipo Akbar, the home hero from Indonesia, and the Italian Flavio Baldacci. They'll be in Moto GP. Moto 2, many heroes in there as well. Gilang Joanda, who is in this race. So who is your hero for this race then? If you take a look down the grid, Woody, anyone you want to put on for it?
I'm gonna have to say Joanda. He has the experience in this series. I feel like he's definitely the favourite out here today in Qatar.
Yeah, Joanda is a safe bet, but I think we're going to see a bit of action, and I think I'm going to go with Galang. Here we go then. It's time to get rolling.
Here we go then.
Oh, yeah, it's time to get racing in Moto 3. MEI is ready to deliver. Round 1 to you here at Qatar. Moto 3 now about to get underway, and Joanda lines up on pole ahead of Galang in second. Here we go. The lights go red for MEI to kick off the 2025-26 season. We're away, and Joanda's pulled to the left side of the track. I think he's got a problem. He's just waiting to let some people pass to make things interesting. But I believe that's Sylvester Miguel with a brilliant start into the lead of the race. Yes, he is into turn 1. Second is Fari. Wow, what a good start from Fari and Sylvester Miguel. Somebody's down in the background there. You can see Joanda fighting his way back through. Oh, that goes Wisnu down out of third place. It was a shame. He got a good start. And now they head around this fast right-hander and down to more right-handers. In
Sylvester takes the lead. Oh no, Fari takes the lead.
Oh no, sorry, Fari. And back up the inside comes Sylvester. Got a bit confused there. The red one, Sylvester, if you're wondering, and the blue one, Fari, as they're having an incredible battle here. Fari in second, Miguel in first. Wow, what a battle to kick things off here, as just in third there we're looking at JG. Oh, I think he's just made a mistake. He's actually just dropped down the order there, down to 14th even, as there's a big battle going out behind, big battle behind, with Galang out in front of it. But Fari continues to chase down Sylvester Miguel here. Things are going to get interesting at this point. Yeah, if you are Fari, would you wait for Miguel to make a mistake, or just hang on and try and battle him more? Oh, speaking of mistakes, Sylvester Miguel's gone down out of the lead. Oh, a dramatic start to this race. It's a shame. He got a really good start, and now he is down. That's big there. And he's rejoining down in, I think, 14th or something, as Fari now up to the lead, and Galang into second. Joanda back to third already, and Gravy-Naza fourth. He's got a really impressive start. That's very good from one of the many Indonesians. Afrizal also up into fifth place. So things are starting to tighten up now, and we're actually watching here this battle.
Looks like
for fifth and sixth. That's Gravy-Naza, Afrizal and Prastio, as they head down into someone. Oh, that's Afrizal. He's had to sit up there, and through goes Prastio into fifth place behind Gravy-Naza. Well, drama here.
Fari looks to be maintaining this lead pretty nicely.
Managed to hold on to fourth there. I didn't see that, but yeah, Fari and Galang going at it here, as Galang tries to go around the outside. That's not going to happen. There's too much curb in the way, as Fari maintains the lead. Joanda now looking to get involved as we head down to the hairpin. Fari's out really wide. I don't think he's going to be able to rejoin in the lead there. Through goes Galang, and Joanda through as well. Fari rejoins just behind Joanda in third. I thought he was going to hit him there, but yeah, now Galang leads this race, and Joanda, after that issue, whatever it was at the start, is back to contention for victory. Now this is going to be a big battle, as we watch from the helicopter view. Galang just starting to edge away with the lead. Joanda up behind, and Fari in third. I think we're in for a big battle. Gravy-Naza will be there in fourth. He will be hoping to interrupt this battle, try and catch up, or hope that one of them makes a mistake.
Good to see a good group of the front three. We do like a good front three battle.
Whoa!
Contact back there.
Big battle going on here. Zach is getting attacked. Oh, that's a big one. Big move from Jeji, and as he fails to actually make the move on Zach. Oh, contact there as well. Who's that behind him? That's Fernando Eco. Yeah, somebody's down there. I'm not quite sure who that was, but here comes Zach up the inside. Oh, JG up the inside of Fernando Ego. More contact as Ego runs into the back of Zach. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. And that's just what you get with Moto 3. Yeah, Yogi holding on well in 6th, but not for long. Look at the speed of JG's KTM as he shoots down into turn 1 in the lead. Wow, that was incredible. Absolutely flew to the leaders. Oh, contact there. Yogi was, oh wow, Yogi straight into the back wheel of JG. And hopefully we'll be able to watch this fight soon. We've just seen that Gilang has got a warning to start off this race. A few track limits warnings for him, as we now may be about to go back to this leading group. No, we're not. We're going to keep watching these guys because this is an incredible battle. We're continuing to lead in this 6th battle group is JG. Someone was out wide there as we now go back to the leaders. Juanda is all over the back of Gilang, the two rivals throughout MEI history, throughout esports history in Moto GP games. They've usually been locked in combat. Juanda trying to go head to head with Gilang here. Now, if you were Juanda, you've got 2.5 laps to go in this race. Would you send a move now and, you know, let him know that you're there and willing to fight as Gilang runs out wide? Is Juanda going to try and slip up the inside? No, he's not. But as I was saying, would you try and, you know, sneak up the inside and ruffle his feathers, or would you wait and see where he's strong for the last lap?
You have to wait in this situation. You cannot rush it. If you rush it, you'll find yourself on the deck and you'll be looking back and regretting your choice. If I was Juanda, I would not rush this. I would have to time this perfectly. Put Gilang under pressure later on in the race. Otherwise, the pressure will be on his own shoulders. He wants to try and avoid that and try and put all the pressure on Gilang.
Yeah, Gilang will also be wanting to just hold him back and use some of that defence, but I don't think that's going to work unless Juanda is following your tactic there, Woody. He would be going for the slipstream, whereas we're on board with Gilang. We might just see Juanda's KTM pop up alongside at any moment. We look back at the fellow Indonesian trying to get in the slipstream. He's going to try and go for a dive into turn 1. 2 laps to go here in Qatar, and Juanda's up the inside. These two will be battling through all 3 classes this evening.
Juanda takes the lead with 2 laps remaining.
He does. Fari's out wide again. He's really struggling to keep that bike to the apex. He had a really good start to the race, but he just can't stick with Gilang and Juanda as Gilang right on the back of him here. He might be able to cut underneath him here. No, he's not. He's not got the best run. Down to the series of right-handers before the left hairpin. As here he comes, he's gone for that wide line again, but I think that's a little bit too wide this time. He has gone really wide. Juanda now leads with a decent chunk on Gilang. He's got a lap and a bit to maintain that lead. Someone was down in the background there. I think that was Fernando Ego, unfortunately. As we watch Yogi. Oh,
Gilang has a long lap penalty. Gilang has a long lap penalty.
Yeah, oh yeah, oh wow. I didn't even notice that, sorry. I thought the warnings were track limits warning, so it's going to be a battle for the physical finish, I suppose, between Juanda and Gilang. But if Juanda crashes here or makes a mistake, this could easily be it for Gilang, really. He just has to keep that in mind, though. He has to pull out 3 seconds.
Definitely, I feel like Gilang went out the traps way too early, getting that long lap penalty. He could be comfortably leading this race with 2 laps to go. Unfortunately, though, he has a long lap penalty and he is going to miss out on this first place unless there's a severe mistake from Juanda.
Yeah, now Zach is chasing down 8th place there, trying to get past Sylvester Magao, who has had a really difficult... Oh no! Oh, he's just gone down. Just as we were mentioning him, chasing down Sylvester Magao. He's on... Yeah, sorry Sylvester. And here we go now, down the straight. Hopefully we're going to go back to that battle at the front at some point. There's the last lap now begins, but we're going to keep watching this battle at the moment. It's one of the MEI-MacoiGP DRT riders. Might be Zaki, might be Bagus. There's now... Oh, a lot of lag there. I don't know who that was. Somebody else down there as well. I think that was... I'm not quite sure. But no, none of the front runners, as we can see. There's lovely move there from Zach as he moves up the inside of Fernando Ego. A bit of a battle going on here.
Oh,
Oh,
big crash,
no!
last lap. Pushing way too. Oh, big
Oh,
contact.
Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa. We're getting close here, fellas. Calm down. This is getting intense. We might be able to go back to the front battle, but I don't think so because it's pretty much shown and dealt with. Gilang will lead us to the line by the looks of it, but I think Juanda is going to take it home on race timing thanks to Gilang's penalty, but we're still here for the battle. Juanda will still be here for the battle. Does he know that Gilang has a long lap penalty, or is he pushing for it? Gilang now leads with only a few corners to go. Long lap penalty or not, things can go very wrong, but I think Juanda may know because it looks like he's just taking a step back and letting Gilang do the hard work. As they now make their way through sector 3. It doesn't look like Joanna's been able to close any more distance, but can he find something in these last 2 corners? I don't think so. As they round the final corner in just a moment now, it looks like it's going to be Gilang across the line, but your man Joanda, as you called him, will be taking home the win. So here they come now down the final straight. Gilang takes the flag, but taking the win will be Juanda on the KTM. What a brilliant show from him. He did a really good job to stick in there with Gilang. He takes victory here in Qatar.
Ari looks to be in 3rd place as well, but
yeah, a really good recovery for him after a few difficult times as JG takes home 4th on the gas.
So is
to Western Macau. I'm pretty sure it is going to be Juanda to win this one because of that long lap penalty. As we now see the rest of the field come to the line. Yeah, Sylvester McGow 5th, that's a good result for him, but will his long lap penalty drop him behind Ego and Grabian, the 2 teammates for the MS Glow for Men MEI team? But there we go. That is your race done and dusted, and it was a pretty dramatic one there.
Lots of contact
between Gilang and Juanda. Yeah, lots of moments in the mid-pack. So thankfully everybody's made it home safe because it's a game. But yes, there it is, your confirmation. It is Juanda, sorry, not on the KTM, on the Honda, who takes victory in this one. What a brilliant show from Juanda. Did a really good job to stick with Gilang and take it home. Absolutely fantastic show there to start the season. And of course we've got Moto 2, Moto GP on the way. I think is that Gilang winning? I think he thinks he's won the race. That's a shame.
Great race though, great start to the season for Moto 3. And we are sure to see more great races this season, and it'd be great to see which rider is going to come out on top at the end of it. I feel like from the performance today from Joanda, it looks like he is the favourite.
Oh yeah, for sure, for the championship. But Gilang may just have something in it under his sleeve going into Le Mans next week. Make sure you catch that one, but you've still got Moto 2 and Moto GP left. But I mean, from Joanda's perspective, I mean, let's just imagine he knew that long lap penalty was there. If you were him, would you have been risking it to fight him just in case that long lap penalty got taken away?
It's a hard one to call. Personally, I would just have to look at him as like a physical finish, because otherwise, if you've got to think of the worst. If Gilang's penalty did get taken, then you don't want to miss out on a result because you thought that he had one. So it's a hard one to call.
Yeah, we do know that there's a few mistakes in the game, and there might have been an appeal for Gilang, but I'm pretty sure this one does go to Joanda now, confirmed as he makes his way down to Parc Ferme. What a brilliant show as he stops his way to pit lane. And once again, an Indonesian knockout on the podium. Absolutely fantastic race there in Moto 3. And of course, you'll be joining us for MPS as well next time out in Le Mans, where we will be commentating on that as well. But you know, we've known Joanda for a long time. We've raced with him before. We know the caliber of the Indonesian rider and just how fast he is. I mean, on his day, he's uncatchable as he was there.
So Joanda takes the win here at Qatar. Zhilang in second place, Fari in third like we thought, JJ in fourth place, and then Ego fifth, Zaki sixth, Fauzan in seventh, Afrizzle in eighth, Sylvester in ninth after unfortunately crashing on that first lap, Greeby and Azza in 10th, Yogi 11th, Prastio in 12th, Putra in 13th, Baggers 14th, and then Fadley in 15th position will round out the top 15.
There was a really big battle there going on in the middle of the grid, wasn't there? A big battle for 5th, 6th and 7th between Zaki, Fernando and JJ. That was some amazing overtakes, and the speed that JJ got down the straight there to take home 4th. I mean, wow.
Definitely slipstream on this track is unbelievable in these Moto 3.
Yeah, that's
really anyone's race. If you're behind someone, then you definitely have a massive chance of pulling out the slipstream, taking their position easily.
Yeah, and then
16th is Wiguna, 17th is Priyata, and rounding out 18th position is Saputra on the Honda.
Unfortunate for the guys who DNF there, a really difficult one for them. Clearly not finding much in that first race, but hopefully they'll be back for round 2. It was a good show, let's be honest though, from that mid-packer. We've said it a million times, but that was some of the most craziest battling I've ever seen. As we now look at the standings, same as the race results. Juanda now leads the championship ahead of Gilang, Fari, JJ, Ego, Zaki 6th, Fauzan, Afrizal, Sylvester, Grabian, Yogi, Prastio, Dwi, Putra, Bagaswisnu, Fadley, Alfarizzi. So it is now an 8-point gap between Gilang and Juanda in that top 2. Do you think Gilang will be able to take that back in the next round?
Yeah, definitely. Gilang is definitely up there. I would say the top 3 in the championship currently, Juanda, Gilang, Fari. I would say they're the 3 to battle for the championship. That's my prediction. I feel like they're definitely going to be the ones to look out for.
A brave throw-in in round 1, but someone I just want to mention, Sylvester Miguel. He is very fast, and unfortunately for him, it was quite difficult. But yeah, there you go. The riders who unfortunately didn't score any points in that race was Femana Wiguna, Prayata, Saputra, Firstian, Lugrara, Dalan, Rosmirian, Bartolini, Hassan and Emmanuel. Well, there is your rider standings after an exhilarating round 1 in Moto 3 for MEI. And don't forget, you've got Moto 2 and Moto GP still on the way, so stay with us on this stream as you'll be joining Luzan for that one.
And the Constructor Championship, we have KTM leading the way with 25 points, Honda in second place after showing a decent round, but KTM were definitely on top this weekend. Yamaha in third place, Gas in fourth, and rounding out fifth place with 10 points is Husqvarna.
Yeah, KTM usually the dominant force in Moto 3, carried heavily there by Juanda's strong finish. And there we have the team standings. Pull&Bear MEI team now leads the standing, just 1 point ahead of the MS Glow for Men team, and AG Aquila Racing team third, Sony Yamaha DRT fourth, BGP MEI FJ Racing Macoi 3 in fifth, Master Printing DRT sixth, MEI Wear DRT Macoi 3 in seventh, Indonesia Racing HRC 8th, DR Master Team Printing 9th, and Gas Redline team in 10th. And the rest of the teams unfortunately didn't score any points. That's both the KTM teams, Cataluco, Simsport and the rest of the grid. And now we go to the interview with Luzan. He's with our third place finisher.
Alright then, Riley. Now, Fahri, you were leading the race early on, but we then saw you drop back and end up running on your own in third place until the finish. What happened during that phase of the race? And anyway, congratulations on securing the podium today on the in the Macoi 3 class?
Thanks a lot. I was actually feeling super confident while I was leading, but then it hit me. I totally messed up the tire choice. I was supposed to go medium soft, but I did the opposite and went soft medium. I lucky panic and start making mistake, and Gilang and Joanna just get me. If you guys noticed that last lap, my tire was completely cooked. The rider behind me were catching up so fast, but honestly, I'm still stuck since it's only round 1 and I managed to snag a podium. Hoping to keep it clean in the next race. That's about it. Thanks.
Okay, then thanks again for you, Fahri, talking with us today. And congratulations for your debut podium on the Motorsport Indonesia, of course in Macoi Grand Prix, also in Macoi 3. And we'll see you in the next weeks in Le Mans, hoping that you will be on with us again on the podium. So yeah, I will give it back to Raleigh and Woody.
Well, thanks Luzan for that one. That was Fari in 3rd place, and now we're just waiting for him to get down to Gilang in 2nd after might be a disappointing one there for him to cross the line first and end up 2nd. What's he saying, Luzan?
Yep, and now Gilang. First of all, congratulations on securing a podium in the opening Macoi 3 race of the season. It was unfortunate to see the long lap penalty cost you a winner or a position. So then again, dropping you to 2nd place in the end. You were involved in a very intense battle with Joanna throughout the race. And how do you reflect on that fight and on your overall performance today? So Gilang.
Thank you. First of all, I'm very happy to start the season with the podium. Starting from P12, I got a very good launch, but unfortunately into turn 1, Fadli went a bit too hot into the first corner and made contact with my bike. He went down, but somehow I'm the one who got the penalty from the in-game race direction. Anyway, I was still proud of the way I handled the race. The battle with Juanda was very intense and fair. And for me, it was a great benchmark for the season, And I'll take the positive and come back stronger on the next race. Thank you, guys.
Yes, we hope that battle between you or another riders come to visit again on the next few races. We have still, I think, 9 races left on the Grand Prix. So yeah, thank you, Gilang, just talking with us in a few moments ago, and we'll be back. Okay, I will give it back to Raleigh and Raleigh and Woody. Sorry.
That is a disappointed Gilang, I'm sure, after that one. We might not have heard him, but you can always tell from how that race ended that it was an unfortunate result for him. But better luck to him in Moto 2 coming up in a moment. And now, with our race winner, is Luzan Juanda.
So, Juanda, congratulations on your first victory in Macoi 3 and in the opening race of the season as well. It was a highly tense race with a close battle against Gilang throughout the race, and the outcome ultimately decided after he was given a long lap penalty. So, how did you experience that race, and what does this win mean to you in this season going on right now? So, Joanna.
It was an intense race and demanding race from start to finish. I stayed focused on my pace and strategy despite the pressure. These wins mean a lot of me as strong to start for the season and a big confident boost for the race ahead.
Okay, big confident boost on the season ahead. So thank you very much, Joanda. We will see you in Le Mans in 1 week. And I will be right back into the 2nd position after this, so I will give feedback to Raleigh.
Well, Woody, it was an exhilarating way to start off the season, and of course we've got Moto 2 and Moto GP coming up, so we've got more shows to watch right after that. Now, who do you think was your most entertaining rider of the race in that one?
I would say Gilang. I feel like Gilang, without the long lap penalty, definitely he put on a show there. He was aggressive with his moves, but they were fair. And definitely that front 3 was was definitely a good battle to watch, and it was good to see drama at the end as well.
Yeah, well, from us, Gilang is the man for Le Mans. We believe he will take the victory and take the championship fight to Juanda. But that's all from us for now. Catch us next week for MPS and Moto3 back again. But Moto2 coming to you next.
Orang bilang, kerja di dunia entertainment harus ngandelin passion. Karena dengan berani punya passion, kita bisa melampaui batasan. Passion juga yang membuat kita berani improve diri agar selalu relevan. Gue menjaga passion gue dengan berlari. Karena berlari ngajarin gue tentang berproses, disiplin, dan dedikasi. Sehingga hidup gue tetap seimbang dan terus berkembang. Tanpa passion, gue bakal sulit menghadapi hidup yang penuh rintangan. Jadi teruslah berlari dengan passionmu agar kamu bisa mencapai life goalmu. Running for Passions with MS Gloverman. Orang bilang, kerja di dunia entertainment harus ngandelin passion. Karena dengan berani punya passion, kita bisa melampaui batasan. Passion juga yang membuat kita berani improve diri agar selalu relevan. Gue menjaga passion gue dengan berlari. Karena berlari ngajarin gue tentang berproses, disiplin, dan dedikasi. Sehingga hidup gue tetap seimbang dan terus berkembang. Tanpa passion, gue bakal sulit menghadapi hidup yang penuh rintangan. Jadi teruslah berlari dengan passionmu agar kamu bisa mencapai life goalmu. Running for Passions with MS Gloverman.
We are back again here for 2025-2026 Moto Esport Indonesia Macoi GP here in Losail, Qatar. We are going to race for the M2 class, and we are back in this circuit, a night lively circuit where the race will be amazing in round 1. Welcome back again to folks who are watching from around the world. We are here in the Grand Prix of Qatar, and we are about to see the M2 class of the Macoi GP 2025-2026. As for the circuit information, it is a 5.3 kilometers or 3.34 miles track length, and this is our last winner. From before, we have Damian Hernandez, and the last pole also from Damian Hernandez with 155.6, and Eko Wahyu as the lap record holder from 2022 with 155.212. We have 16 turn here in Losail, Qatar with 10 right turns and 6 left turn, so a lot of corners with a lot of challenges here in Qatar that every rider have to take and also have to use to take the best position. And for now, we are going to see from the M2. Once again, we are going to see from the M2 class, and this is the overtaking hotspots for the circuit. We have some turns and some curve, but before going on into the race, we are going to see a one lap reference from our friend Kiki Siahaan.
Greetings, race fans. It is TTT, your 2021 Macoi GP Macoi Champion and the 2023 Macoi GP World Champion. Today, I invite you to join me in the saddle. We are taking guard tour of the fruit-line Cathedral of Speed, the Losail International Circuit. We are aboard the Moto 2 machine to update this absolute precision. Let's attack the tag. Fighting the final bend, we clip the absolute limit of the outside curve. Throttle to the stop, we are tucking behind the bubble, unleashing 50 hours of horsepower down the main track. Starting the at snapping speed just before the curve and on immense deceleration, we take remarkably deep up scale, passing through the exit, immediately shifting focus to turn 2, hit in third gear, perhaps second if you need to drive, but the key is to the two, we run slightly wide on the racing line, flaring to sweep back into the turn 3, we hold sweep gear, traction, to stop the hook, while the line before coming now into the complex of turn 4 and 5. Hit the apex deck on, do not let the machine racing wide, on no Moto to bike, the rear has a tendency to break rank and we want control aggression, not a broken slide. Approaching turn 6, this is a proper headpin on the brake, it's incredibly sharp. You feel the rear tires swirling while actually back it in, delightful control with square it off, drifting wide from the exit and then set the bike upright. Into the chicane, this is a sequence of self-support left, then right, whoa, a spot of the border here. A momentary wobble but the wrist will wrestle the handlebars and keep it firm. Down into the turn 10, another hairpin, demanding secondary braking discipline. Now, the defining of section of the Losail, the triple right-hander, is about momentum. We are dancing from the outside outskirt to the inside, trading the middle limit stay with its track limit. The shorts are jagged and unforgiving. It's absolutely crucial to maintain corner speed. Through these triple here, approaching the end of the lap, turn 5, we hook the right-hand side, sacrificing to the entry, and to open up the transfer for the final challenge. Turn 6, turn 16, the last corner brake turn me before the third strike is due, do not engage first gear. It is far too aggressive for the exit, otherwise second for the third gear to modulate torque. We hit the apex and stand up the bike and horsepower into the side, and that's a formidable lap of Losail in the Moto 2 machine.
That's it for the virtual lap from Kiki Siahaan in this Losail International Circuit. And now back with me again. It's Ariel and also Luzen as your caster or commentator for tonight. Beforehand, thank you to Riley Davis and Woody Howard for the commentary in the classes before. And now, back with us, we are going to witness the M2 class and also up next with the MGP class. We are back again in Qatar in this beautiful evening, going through sunset before the late night race with the MGP class. Luzen, you might want to say hi to the folks we are watching here.
Yeah, hello everyone. Welcome back. It's myself and Ariel again, after what you've just witnessed in Macoi 3 class with Riley and Woody joining us as not quest commentator but as commentators for MPS and M3 for this event. So it's not just the two of us today. We've rotated the commentary box a bit because it's going to be a long night of racing. We've got MPS, M3, M2 and of course the Macoi Grand Prix still to come. That's full program, physical demanding for everyone involved, so we've shared the work with Riley and Woody. So yeah, now welcome back to round 1 after what we saw earlier in Valencia for the pre-seasons. Clearly picture already what these riders are capable of. So Ariel, what's your take on this Grand Prix? As we know, Macoi 2 or Moto 2 made its debut back as 2033 and now it's back again for the 2035 and 2036 season.
Yeah, the pre-season have been held so good so far, and I'm eager to see what the riders will give us in this race tonight, especially from the M2 class for now in Losail, Qatar. As we know, this circuit is one of the famous circuit for being the opening circuit of every races in Moto GP, or I think it is for few races on F1 also for some opening.
Yes.
Yeah, it is, right? Yeah.
Well, expectations are high. Yes, absolutely. Formula 1 as well. And now endurance racing too, I think. Qatar is currently the season opener for the WSC. The 6 hour of Qatar, I think that was the most promising. Yeah,
somehow Qatar has been one of the circuit that being famous for being an opener race and so much a discipline. But then again, we are going to see the M2 class here in Macoi GP 2025-2026. Beforehand, we are going to say thank you to our sponsors for this season. We have Macoi Jillevilleneuve, Pull&Bear, Macoi Studio, MS Gold for Men, BrakeGP or BGP, Wooby Snack, WD Tour, FRP or also known as Fabrizio Racing Parts, Rynex Wear, and also Esport Indonesia. So thank you for all the sponsor, and we are going to see here for the starting grid. We have Gilang Aditya in the first place, followed by Royal Davis and also Juanda. So our commentator before will take part on this race in second position of the starting grid. Kaspar will start on 4th with Farrell Firstian in 5th and Sylvester Bagal in 6th position, filling up the second row. In the third row, we have Rizky Nugraha, Grebian Adza, and Pascal Tio filling for 6th to 9th last. And we have from 10th, we have Dwi Putra, Barenza Emmanuel in 11th, and Muhammad Toha in 12th position. Row 5 will be filled with Fahri Adriansha, Permana Wiguna, and Rafki Siahaan from 13 to 15, and then Grace Hanford, Ricard Perdana, and Zaki Fatan from 16 to 18. We have the last row here with Dipo Akbar, Ben Rosmarian, and also Muhammad Fatah from 19 to 21st position.
Yes, that's slightly surprising when you consider what Dipo has shown previously in Macoi Grand Prix class or MGP in 2024 class in Motorsport Indonesia. I wouldn't call it a problem, but clearly something didn't go his way in qualifying. We don't have the full picture yet, only the result sheets with the starting grid, so we'll see how that unfolds in the race. What we do know is that this grid features a lot of fresh faces and international talent, Riley and Kaspar among them. And it's also worth noting that this season we're switching tires place no more parallelly. We are on Michelin now, that's a big change. With 6 left-handers and 10 right-handers and the notorious heat of Losail, the circuit is going to be a real physical and technical test. Wet condition rare here. The last memorable one was back in 2017 or 18 when race was delayed and eventually cancelled, if not mistaken, I think. Yeah. So, yeah, Qatar with rain. That is unthinkable. What do you think, Aurel?
Yeah, I've been watching it in Indonesia at like 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. I've been waiting, and all of that waiting goes in vain because the race is cancelled due to bad weather. But then again, it is what is. Same as like, I think, was it Silverstone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Silverstone 2016.
Yeah, it was Silverstone that the winner is the cleaning car or a dry car. I forgot, but it is a track issued car. So yeah, quite funny to see that car. But then again, yeah, back into the race, we are going to see who will take the crown for the first round here in Qatar for the M2 class of 2025-2026 Moto Indonesia Macoi GP.
Right, let's get into it. We back on the track now as the sun sets low over the Losail International Circuit. Gilang Aditya start from pole position. Riley Davis alongside him in second, and Juanda completes the front row in third. The red lights are on, and they are out. And here we go. We are racing in Moto 2. Listen on the sound of the Moto 2 engines roaring into life. Can Gilang control this Grand Prix from the front as he is now really immediately dives to the inside. They go side by side through the opening corners. Lap 1. Look at that. Gilang takes the whole shot in here in Losail, Qatar, as Riley on his tail right now. And look at that. 1, 2 and 3 with Gilang, Riley and Juanda taking this as the first opener on the Losail, Qatar. Can Gilang control this as he is leading right now? Lap 1, turn 5 contact. That's contact between Riley Davis and Gilang Aditya. Riley across, closes the door aggressively there. And look at that, Kawasaki back at the front. Riley Davis, the Briton, leads the race with Gilang and Juanda right on his tail. The Moto Esport Indonesia team riders are hunting him down, desperate to reclaim that lead. So that is Riley Davis leading as Gilang and Juanda following him from the back of his tail, Adel.
Somehow the Kawasaki is back here in the 2025-2026 Motorsport Indonesia Macoi GP with Riley Davis leading the pack. Oh, that is a slight wobble from Riley Davis, but he still managed to save it into the first place. We have 7 laps going on. Gilang is chasing so close, so tight behind Riley Davis and also Juanda. Trying close up, trying to take on second position and joining the battle for the top 3. But then again, Riley Davis going out and fast in the first position with Gilang still following and also Juanda putting his eyes on the 2 riders in front of him. Meanwhile, in fourth position, we have one rider of the KTM. Was it Pascal? I think it is Pascal in fourth. It is. And let's see now from the tail camera of Riley Davis going on the second lap. We have Gilang from his right side, and it is a nice overtake from Gilang Aditya in the first position now, taking on the lead from the leading pack.
Yeah, and to look at that gap already open up. The leading trio, Gilang, Davis and Juanda, are pulling clear of the rest of the field, and right now behind them with Kaspar Kalk, Pascal Theo, Ryan Za and Sylvester Magal are forming the second group on the back of the grid, right in behind them all on. More contact again. That's another incident between Gilang and Riley Davis as the lap 1 already taken, and that's one for the stewards to review, no doubt about it. So Juanda sends the opportunity and capitalizes a move into the leads right now. Drama once again in Macoi 2 after everything we already saw in Macoi 3, Adel. That this is already on fire already now in the Macoi 2 as what we saw it today early on in the Macoi 3 class as classes between Juanda. No, when Gilang also as some riders also with Juanda as the winner, but right now Juanda again leading the back in the Macoi class.
Oh, it's a nightmare for Gilang, but then again, yeah, the MS for MEI Racing Team have to go with Gilang as in his first position before, but the dream is out for now. He's in 5th as Juanda taking on the lead with Davis still in 2nd position. Now we are changing the cam, still with Juanda, I suppose. Yes, it is still with Juan. Oh, someone is getting some attraction behind. I think it is Casper Kalk in the 3rd position with some ambiguous turn, but then again we are back with Juanda and also Wiley Davis going on the 1st turn, and Davis taking on the lead again and again, switching back with Juanda to 2nd position. But as we see from the incident with Gilang, looks like Royal Davis have a 2-time long lap penalty that gonna be a disaster for him in the finish line. Then we have Casper Kalk still going with his circus moment, I think. But yeah, he's still racing, still good. Looks like it is just a connection issue with the camera director. But then again, yeah, it is quite entertainment for us.
Yes, absolutely. That's pure entertainment. And Casper Kalk now also has a double long lap penalty following his contact with Fari early on this race. He is already served 1, so 1 still to go here in Qatar. That Fayhul Motorsport livery looks fantastic under the floodlights. Yeah. An Estonian rider on this stage. Not something you see every day, as we saw it already in rally in WRC. That is Tanak right now with Hyundai. So yeah, and back I think back at the front. Nearly clipped the rear of Riley Davis through the turn 13. That was millimeters away from disaster, which Juanda almost touched the back of the tail of the Riley Davis motorcycle. Right now Juanda is still trying to get closer again into Riley Davis, and we're back again at the back
from Juanda, even though he loses time so much behind Royal Davis after what he did, the rump that did it. Then we are going back, falling into. That's some nice. Oh, another contact. I think it is another contact. We have here the number 91. Yes, it is.
Juanda
with someone who is slowing down. It is Juanda going on a crash in the straight line, leaving Royal Davis in the 1st position and in a safe spot with his 1st position. Once again, Juanda has fallen into 6th position and now going wide into turn 1.
Yeah, that looks like a straight line incident. Juanda appears to be the victim here, but Riley Davis, I think, suffering from a connection issue, some lag, and Juanda pays the price behind him. So we don't have the footage, but Juanda drops all the way down to 6. Meanwhile, on the back, we saw it already. That looked like Gilang is on the back from the chaos earlier. He's fought his way into contention once again, and Riley Davis still has 1 long lap penalty remaining as he just leap through the long lap penalty area. The battle is far from over right now, Ariel. So yeah, back again at the front, Gilang taking the lead of the race from Riley Davis right now, behind him in the back of his tail of Gilang tail right now as Riley in
4 laps to go. Can Gilang make it into the 1st place, into the finish line with Riley Davis in 2nd position, chasing and also giving pressure to Gilang Aditya in the 1st position. It is a massive pressure for Gilang Aditya, and also we have Casper Kalk still in 3rd position, but we can't. Oh, there's it. Kalk is in 3rd with, I think the gap is around 3 seconds or more. Ooh, someone going is wide. And was it Casper? We weren't sure, but they're still here with Casper and also 2 riders behind him. And yeah, we still have Royal Davis and Gilang switching back again and again, 1st to 2nd, 2nd to 1st, and now entering lap 5 out of 7 laps here in Qatar.
Yeah. This is fantastic racing. Honda versus Kawasaki right now, a rivalry we haven't seen at this level in a long time. It brings back memories. Melandri on the Kawasaki 2009, Andrea in World Superbikes, and even Nicky Hayden's era with Jonathan Rea versus Nicky Hayden. That's what I remember. And right now we saw it with Gilang versus Riley Davis on in Qatar in Losail International Circuit, battling for the opener of the 2025-2026 even season with the Moto Indonesia and Macoi Grand Prix right now, as Gilang almost touched the back of Riley's motorcycle there. And meanwhile, Pascal Tiono takes a long lap penalty, I think, in the brake, or is it not? Just yes, he is now in the long lap penalty area. Pascal Tio right now, and oh, there is contact from the back. Oh, that's Chuanda with Pascal Tio. Oh no, that's 40. That's not Chuanda. That's Farrell. His teammates. My mistake. Up from the podium, fight is hitting up again with Magal and Fahri. And also Kaspar, they're all scrapping for the position, for the podium position of the second. No, with the podium position. Yes, of course, third position. Other drama everywhere. Macoi 3, Macoi 2. This championship is delivering already. What do you think?
Yeah, already a lot of drama, but again, the race is still on. We still have 3 laps to go, and now the second pack with Casper Kag, Silver Macoi, and also Fari Adriansha, I think, with the 3rd, 4th, and 5th position, and Juanda also following in 6th. We are back again with the leading pack, Royal Davis and also Gilang Aditya in 1st and 2nd position, still chasing tail to head, and also Royal Davis still have another one-time long lap penalty. It is a nice defense line from the outside, but then Gilang with his inside line still managed to go to the 1st position, but as we see, and that one is an aggressive move, but really aggressive one inside the curb, and also a brave one to take on the battle into the curb like that. Yeah, remembering that the curb might be slippery and also giving lost traction. But Davis, another moment, another overtake from Royal Davis, making it into the 1st place, going on into hairpin. Oh, taking on the long lap penalty. No time to waste from Will Davis here, and also the chance is going out, and the time is almost running out here with 2 laps to go for Will Davis, chasing Gilang Aditya for now, and Gilang in his 1st position.
Yes, and now here we are with Chuanda, isolated in 6th as lone rider right now, with in the back of him Pascal Tio chasing him down, but that's a lot of gap between Chuanda and Pascal Tio, and now we are back again at the front, I think, but now still in the back with Toha. He is famous in TikTok. If you see TikTok, you can see his name already on the live streaming there. He live streaming there on TikTok. Oh, what happened here with Norrider Permana Wiguna still, but at the front again he comes Kaspar Kar versus Fahri Andriansa from the inside. Whoa, different angle there from elbows out, no one backing down their contact again at turn 15. Fahri and Kaspar touch again in turn 16 in the last turn, another white moment there, and look at that, Kaspar and Fahri Andriansa, and then he saw in the back. That's a green motorcycle. That's Riley Davis in the gravel.
Davis
What on
turning
earth
into
happened?
5th.
What on earth has happened there? Yes, what happened between Riley Davis there on the brink?
I saw someone
of
going on
ice
into
right now,
the gravel, or running out into the
Yes, I think.
what's it, one way outrun? What is it called? I forgot. But yeah, Davis somehow going down into the 5th position after a massive battle with Gilang Aditya and also Juanda before into the top 3 places, but now Davis is 5th after all the long laps, of course, but the long lap doesn't serve him like a 5th position. Now he is in 5th. It is a major question mark why Royal Davis is in 5th right now, followed by Juanda in 6th. Now the pressure is on Davis for the 5th position, and also Casper still going on with his reverse entry. But Gilang Aditya is in his moment for now. We have Fahri Adriansha, I think. Was it Fahri Adriansha? It is in 2nd position with Casper behind him. And yeah, it is a nice moment from the Yamaha rider Fahri Adriansha going on for the 2nd position, chased by Casper on 3rd. Are they going to lock the top 3 position or not, but so far the battle is still on, and we have some corners left with Gilang Aditya still leading us going into the left-hander.
Yes, and with that, with penalties still pending for Fahri and Kaspar, I think Gilang just need to keep it clean now, final corner. And there it is, Gilang Aditya going through into the main straight as he is now as the winner of the 2025-2026 Macoi 2 Grand Prix of Qatar of the opening race with Fahri and Kalk behind him. What a comeback from Gilang Aditya right now, from early contact, from adversary with Riley Davis to absolute control when it matters the most. Second place goes to Fahri Andriansyah on the Yamaha. Third to Kaspar Kalk with Fihur Motorsports. I think that was absolutely nice, and that is absolutely race. What a race today in Macoi 2 class. That's lots from it, and Willis on the top, the cool down lap there from Gilang Aditya right now. The emotion says it all, Ariel. So yeah, that's winning from Gilang Aditya as our winner today, as he is escaping from the chaos in the early on in the race.
Well, my question is, since Fahri, Kaspar, and also Sylvester Magal have long lap penalty, does Davis have enough time or also gap to the riders in front of him to take on the advantage from the long lap that Fahri, Kaspar, or also Magal haven't served yet? If it's around 3 seconds, then Wiley might have been promoted to 4th or maybe 3rd position, but we have to see again after the result. Can Davis take on the magic here with the finished position of 5th? Can he make it into 4th or even 3rd with the long lap penalty from Kaspar and also Magal in 3rd and 4th position? But once again, Gilang Aditya, after what happened to him before in the early laps or early of the race, he has to fall and then take back again, take on the ladder, and reaching out into the 1st position. And now he take the win, a sweet one for the beginning of the season for Gilang Aditya, our champion here in the Macoi 2 class.
Yeah, it's not championship yet, but he's made a statement.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, for the beginning of the round, you know.
Yeah. But Gilang Aditya converts pole and fastest lap and victory into maximum points here in Qatar. So yeah, Fahri with double podium today across Macoi 3 and Macoi 2. Outstanding consistency from Fahri, and Kaspar Kalk completes the podium. A strong start to his campaign. So this season has only just begun, and already it's chaos, courage, and class all rolled into a one condition. It's pure chaos today. So yeah, and absolutely challenging today in Qatar, also with these riders wanting to be number 1, and so many drama, so many touches. But then again, Gilang Aditya proved himself that he can be a Moto 2 winner today, a Macoi 2 winner today at Qatar.
That's a one solid run from Gilang Aditya, our winner here in the Macoi 2 class of 2025-2026 Moto Indonesia Macoi Grand Prix in the beginning of the season Grand Prix of Qatar. Gilang Aditya in first position with the fastest lap of 1:55.9, followed by Fahri Andriansyah in the second position with best lap of 1:57, and also Kaspar Kalk in third with 1:56 as his fastest lap. Magal still in fourth, and Royal Davis looks like he doesn't have the time or the gap to take on the advantage of the long lap penalty for the riders in front of him. So Royal Davis stays on 5th with Juanda taking on 6th position. Pascal Tio finished on 7th and Grabian Azza in 8th. Also Rizky Nugraha in 9th, and closing the top 10 we have Dwi Putra. 11 we have Farrell Firstian. 12 we have Muhammad Toha. Brian Zaimanuel filling up the 13th position, and Pramana Wiguna in 14th. Sadly for Rafki Shahaan, I think he didn't start or out of race, looks like. And also we have Grez Hanfart, Ricard Berdana, Zaki Fatan, Bir Rosmarian, Dipo Akbar, and also Muhammad Fatah that we didn't see on the racetrack, unfortunately. But then again, we hope to see them in the next race in the second round.
Yes, that was a lot to take in the results, and unfortunate for Riley Davis. That cannot be fortunate for him because the rider in front of him, I think, have a really good gap between him and Sylvester is still on the 4th place. Kat is still on the 3rd, but still Fahri still on the 2nd, I think. And this, I think it's the same result. I think yes, it is standing still have the same results as the rest result because we still on the round 1 with Gilang topping into the championship leader in here with first place 25 points. I think he is the fastest lap and pole position here, and also 28 points giving to him. I think that's mistaken for a Honda here. Yes, it's Honda. Gilang in the first place with Fahri in second place 20 points with Yamaha, Kaspar Kalk in third with Kalex, and Sylvester Magal in fourth as the teammate of Gilang in here in 4th position with 13 points, and Riley Davis in 5th with Kawasaki still with 11 points, and Juanda in 6th with 10 points with KTM, Pascal Tio in 7th with KTM also with number 21, 9 points. Brian Za as the lone Pascascuro. I think the rest you can see it from the results that you can flashback it, but then again, this is the rider that have not yet any point in the first Grand Prix. Yeah, that's Crescent Fart, Ricard Perdana, Zaki Fatan, Pin Rosmarian, Dipokbar, and Muhammad Fatah not taking any point yet in the first round of the Macoi Grand Prix.
Yeah, that's it for the first round of the season with the Macoi 2 class. Once again, Gilang Aditya taking on the first position. Very well done after what happened to him in the early of the race, but climbing back again, very nice and smooth. Now he take the first position and securing the first win of the season in the first round. Now this is the constructor standing. After round 1 we have Honda with 25 points, and then second we have Yamaha with 20 points, followed by Kalex in the 3rd position with 16 points. Kawasaki is in 4th with KTM in 5th, and then we have Boscoskuro in 6th, and Gas on also Husqvarna in 7th and 8th, filling up or completing the constructor standing. So yeah, Gilang Aditya really carrying the constructor team standing. And now we have the team standing after round 1. MS Glove for Men, MEI Racing Team in 41 points, taking on the first place. We have Sony DRT Racing Team in 2nd, and also completing the top 3 we have Vihar Motorsport. 4th we have Pull&Bear MEI Team, 5th is Red Bull KTM Factory Macoi, 6th is Fuchs Kawasaki Team, Indonesia Racing HRC is in 7th, and also Uncaned Aquila Racing Team is in 8th, Phantom Yamaha is in 9th, Putra Merpati Racing is in 10th, Red Bull KTM by Macoi, and also 2 left of the team standing is in the standings. And we are going to begin the interview session with our 3rd position, Kaspar Kalk from Vihar Motorsport. Please welcome Kaspar Kalk and also Luzan.
So, Kaspar, welcome to Moto Sport Indonesia 2025-2026. Your debut in Motorsport Indonesia, it's your debut, and you have secured your first podium. Also, the race was marked by a penalty that dropped you a position, but you still managed to hold on to a podium finish. How would you assess your debut performance, and what does this results mean to you?
I'm really happy with the result, especially since it's my debut in MEI. Regarding the penalty, of course I'm a bit frustrated by it because it's because of something I can't really control with the lag. But things happen, and all I can do is hope for the best for the next round at Le Mans.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much for Kaspar. Congratulations for you and your debut podium also in Motorsport Indonesia. Your debut race, debut podium, but unfortunate for you that take a lot from the penalty. But yes, again, I will give it back to Ariel.
That's it from Kasper Kelk, who finished in third position in this beginning of the season. A solid one with a lot of entertainment he gave us in this beginning of the race. And yeah, third position is well done in the first round. So yeah, we're moving into the second position, who are finished strongly and also finished in a good place. Please welcome with us Fahri Andriansha from Sony DR Team Yamaha, rider with number 30 in his motorcycle. So yeah, we are going on to the interview with Luzen.
So Fahri, you're back on the podium after a very tight and heated battle between you with Kasper, which included a heavy contact out on the track. Following the steward decision to penalize Kasper Alien, you were promoted to second place. And how does it feel to come away with this result? And how do you reflect on that incident? So, Fahri.
Honestly, after that early crash, I found myself almost at the very back of the field. It was a tough situation because the contact happened due to some clear latency and lag on Kasper's side, which made it impossible to predict his movement. From that point on, I knew I had to push to the absolute limit every single lap just to salvage some point. I didn't expect to be back on the podium, but I just kept my focus and tried to stay consistent. Regarding the steward decision on the final incident, I respect their call to keep the competition fair. I'm just really glad that pushing the limits today allowed me to recover all the way to P2. Thank you.
Okay, thank you then again, Fahri Andriansha, your podium finisher here today at Losail, Qatar, as the second position, gaining a one position after Kasper, regardless of the penalty, but it's a great result for both of them. So yeah, thank you very much, Fahri Andriansha, and I will give it back to Ariel.
Thank you for Fahri Andriansha finishing in the runner-up position in second. And now we are going into the main rider of this race, the one who take the win in Qatar. Please welcome Gilang Aditya from MS Glow Foreman Team MEI, our Motorsport Indonesia. So yeah, we're going on to the interview with Luzen and Gilang Aditya.
So Gilang, winning the opening Macoi 2 race here in Qatar is a huge result. Do you see this victory as a positive sign for the rest of the season? And how much confidence do you give you going forward? So, but then again, congratulations for the winner on the debut race on the Macoi 2 class.
Thank you. This win means a lot to me. I had a really good start, and the race was really intense from the beginning of the race between me and Juanda, and also with Ray Davis. And unfortunately, there was an accident at turn 6 where I went down, but it's part of racing, you know. And after that, I was just staying calm and believe the race was not over. You know. I pushed hard to come back, and lap by lap, I got the P1 again. And after that, I was just riding clean, creating small gaps to finish the race. You know. And this result definitely gives me confidence, and we'll keep this momentum going on to the next race.
Okay, so Gilang is happy. I know that you're very happy about these results that you won the debut race on the Macoi 2. But yes, then again, contact with Riley and the Alien was unbeatable. But yes, then again, congratulations for you, Gilang, on the first winner of our opener in Losail, Qatar, as the Macoi 2 class today. So yeah, then again, I will give it back to Ariel.
That's it for the beginning of the race, and also thank you for our top 3 riders for the short interview. And yeah, after this, we still have one more class upcoming with the Macoi GP class. Once again, this is our winner from Macoi 2, Gilang Aditya for MS Glow Foreman Honda MEI Racing.
Orang bilang, kerja di dunia entertainment harus ngandelin passion. Karena dengan berani punya passion, kita bisa melampaui batasan. Passion juga yang membuat kita berani improve diri agar selalu relevan. Gue menjaga passion gue dengan berlari. Karena berlari ngajarin gue tentang berproses, disiplin, dan dedikasi. Sehingga hidup gue tetap seimbang dan terus berkembang. Tanpa passion, gue bakal sulit menghadapi hidup yang penuh rintangan. Jadi teruslah berlari dengan passionmu agar kamu bisa mencapai life goalmu. Running for Passion with MS Gloverman. Orang bilang, kerja di dunia entertainment harus ngandelin passion. Karena dengan berani punya passion, kita bisa melampaui batasan. Passion juga yang membuat kita berani improve diri agar selalu relevan. Gue menjaga passion gue dengan berlari. Karena berlari ngajarin gue tentang berproses, disiplin, dan dedikasi. Sehingga hidup gue tetap seimbang dan terus berkembang. Tanpa passion, gue bakal sulit menghadapi hidup yang penuh rintangan. Jadi teruslah berlari dengan passionmu agar kamu bisa mencapai life goalmu. Running for Passion with MS Gloverman.
So we are back again in Qatar for the 2025-2026 season. With me, Losail, here as your commentator today, our final voice on the boots for the Classic Round 1 here in Qatar at Losail International Circuit. What wonderful country we are in here in the Middle East. So round 1, not exactly on the East Coast but deep in the desert once again, and we're back where it all begins. Round 1 of the Macoi Studio Grand Prix of Qatar at the Losail International Circuit. A famous track here in Losail, long known as the traditional opener of Moto GP, although not this season. The single stretch 5.38 kilometers run clockwise with width of 12 meters. The last winner here is Fadli Ramadan in MPS 2024, and Fadli Ramadan also took the most recent pole position in MEI-MacoiGP at this venue. But it's still Rafki Shiaan who holds the lap record and 1.48.312 setback in 2033 with on the Yamaha. The Losail International Circuit features 16 corners in total, and we've already seen plenty of drama unfolding in Macoi 3 and Macoi 210 right-handers, 6 left-handers. This is a circuit that tells a story through its corners. It's demanding track when it comes to tire usage. Here in Losail, the right side of the tire takes heavy beating with only 6 left hands turned on pellets. It takes out the long flowing curve through turn 6 really loads the edge, and it's also the key of taking hotspot alongside 1, 6 and the final corner. So now as we get ready at round 1, let's take a look at the virtual lap here at Losail with Juanda.
So right now I'll be introducing my virtual lap in Losail, Qatar. So in the first turn 1, you need to get down at the second gear, and immediately to turn 2, flowing left, keep corner and speed high and stay smooth. And yeah, on the turn 3, you need to manage the rhythm and the momentum. Turn 4, this is very minimal lane change, and this is the line to carry momentum. On the turn 5, this is the long lap penalty zone, and choke in the corner 6 and 7, fast left, right, and transition where stability and body position matter more than braking. Approaching turn 8, the track open into long arcing corner. Hold the steady throttle, manage the tire load, and carry in the third right corner. Okay, it's really good. Into the second gear, in the third gear, we have the third gear, and the final sector here. Okay, key on the Losail is very important to manage the momentum, tire management, and clean exit. So this is my virtual lap in Losail, Qatar. Around the Qatar circuit, and thank you very much.
So after a long night here already into the darkness of Losail, Qatar, right now on the edge of the desert, this circuit sits close to the sea, right by the ocean. On alongside it, the new architecture of Losail, what stunning sight that is in front of you, clearly visible in the middle of your screen. And now we are back for the final class of the day of the Macoi Grand Prix, our last race of the night. The question is, Juanda, last year champion, can he do it again this season and defend his title? We also have a rider from Global Esport joining the grid today, Flavio Baldacci on the Yamaha PS Plus competition. But I'm not alone in here as usual in the commentary box. I'm joining once again by Ariel, my co-commentator for today, partnering with me here in Losail, Qatar. So as usual, then again, what an absolutely night today, Ariel.
Yes, hope you're guys still with us. And in case of you guys wondering why there are names in same names in every classes, that is due to the rules that we really open to every riders to take on how many classes they want. So yeah, it is fine for them to take on M2, M3 or MGP in the same time. It is really up to them. And yeah, so we're going to see for the Macoi GP class now, or the Moto GP class here in Qatar Losail International Circuit. And yeah, after all the races we've seen before, from the race from M2 and also M3 before this, it is a tight race, a nice one. And also we are seeing so many battles. And also in this class, I hope we're going to see a massive battle going on, especially with the 1000cc bikes. I'm sorry, liter bikes. 10,000cc. How big will the motorcycle be? But then again, in the ring of the night of Qatar, with the lights flooding, it is gonna be a beautiful one with the race and also the lights. Also, thank you to our sponsor here who are supporting us in the season. We have Macoi Jillevilleneuve, Pull&Bear, Macoi Studio, MS Gloverman, BrakeGP, or also known as BGP, Wooby Snack, WD Tour, FRP, aka Fabrizio Racing Parts, Rynex Wear, and also Esport Babel Indonesia.
Yeah, there's been a huge amount of support for us this year, so congratulations. Well, not quite congratulations, I mean, but yeah, a massive thank you to all of our sponsors for backing us this season. The support really means a lot, and as you may have just seen during the commercial break before this class, you will already be familiar with them, with Pull&Bear, MS Gloverman, and then we have Rynex Wear, also FRP Fabrizio, and also with Macoi Studio. So let's take a look at the side grid. Front row we have all MEI team affair. Gilang Aditya on the Ducati start from the first place. Juanda, our reigning champion, on the title defender, line up in second. Silver Magal completes the front row in third. And row 2 we have Nova Sharif in fourth, Ego Fernando in fifth, and Jitleran, and also from MEI in sixth place. Row 3 we have Fahri Andriansa, Bagus Vishnu, and Zaki in ninth. So then again come KTM duo Pamici Nugroho in 10 with Tikan Wafik alongside him in 11. Tikan Wafik, a familiar name on the grid. Krabian Azza lineup 12 with the new number 91, followed by Hadif running the number 95. Fauzan Radutullah started in Pascal 2 in 14, Ricard Perdana 15, then Fadlur and Prastio, and one more there, but I think that was Pascal 2, I don't know. But Flavio Baldacci goes from 19, Hadif run in 20, and Mohamed Fatah completes the grid in 21st position. So one champion on front row and another champion right on the back of the grid. What does it take here? What rare situation we have at Losail, Qatar. We can also see Hadi Fifan, who stood on the podium last season in the Macoi Grand Prix class, or the champion, finishing second behind Fadli Ramadan, but so far we haven't seen much of him here. Based on what we saw in this class during 2024 season, Hadi Fifan didn't really get the chance to make his mark on the track, but can we see something different today here in round 1 of Grand Prix of Qatar? So yeah, that's a lot of talking about me. So yeah, tire wear, Ariel.
Yeah, as for the tire allocation in this race, we have soft, medium, hard, and be mindful for the riders that the track will be blazing hot, even though at night. For wet tires, of course, we won't be using it. Back again, for soft, medium, hard choices, it is gonna be depending on the riders, but with 16 turn in total, it is gonna be a demanding one with the exceptional heat here in Qatar. So yeah, all of the rider must be prepared and picking on the right tire choices on his bike. Yeah, might be this might be. We're going to run for around 7 to 8 laps. Still, it's gonna be a demanding one for each tires, but going with hards might be too much. But going with medium or soft will be somehow really dredging on the end. So yeah, it is gonna be a tough choice for every riders. But then again, every rider have their own preferences, and we are going to see how they take action and also be how can I say it? Yeah, using all of their greatness. Without further ado, we are back on the grid. All riders are set, and this is it for the Macoi GP class here in the season, the beginning of the race, the beginning of the round. This is round 1 out of everyone, and red lights are on. We are going for the race of the Macoi GP class, and we are off the grid. This is a nice start, a nice one from the first row. We are going on into the first turn. Can they make it into the safe zone? Massive contact here and there, and also Snoopy going out wide now from the first position, going down and out, down very low. Was it Gilang Aditya? I think it is Gilang Aditya, and now Juanda meanwhile taking on the first position after starting in the front row also. But then again, we have to see, we have to witness that Gilang Aditya have been pushed down, pushed out into the runoff area, and now have to go very low. Where is he? He is in 9th position. Meanwhile, Juanda taking on the first with JJ in 2nd position, and also Pascal Tio, I think, in 3rd.
So, yeah, that was a lot to take on here. Drama was already in fault in opening 3 corners. Gilang has dropped all the way down into 8th place after what we saw through the first couple of turns. An incredible reversal right from the start. And now we've got a battle developing here between Fari Ego Fernando, and we saw Ego Fernando suffer from round of bad luck last season, but this time around he's finally delivered a strong qualifying performance. The question is, can he hold inside the top 5? Right now he's locked in a fight with Fahri Adriansa for 4th place, with Pascal Tio just ahead trying to defend what was podium position. But yeah, then again, that's really what. Oh, Pascal Tio has gone down. A crash from 3rd position, and Gilang is down as well in the background. Wow, what a disaster night for Gilang. What happened with Gilang? This is disaster, absolutely disaster. And oh, it's not just 2 riders down, 2 riders from the MS Glow MA team out there in 16th and 17th position. Gilang and Fester. What a nightmare for this team. KTM also taking a hit here, dropping down into the 13th with Pascal Tio now out of not yet out of the grid pass, but Flavio Baldacci is no longer continuing, and neither is Harif Irfan. There is so much to take in already in this Macoi Grand Prix class. Meanwhile, Ego Fernando is still holding on to 4th place. Cicilaran has moved on into the 2nd on the Ducati, and now we see Juanda's teammate Fadler running in 17th, doing a solid defending his position from Pamuji Nugroho, who was involved in the aerial contact with Gilang at the first corner. Pamuji Nugroho has now been handed a 2nd long lap penalty here in Grand Prix. The steward have taken action for the contact between him and Gilang. So once again, it's Fadler ahead of Pamuji Nugroho, followed by Grabian Alza up front. It's Tikan Wafik, Ego Fernando, Fahri Adriansa, Cicilaran and Juanda leading the way, taking control of the opening Grand Prix of the season. So Aaron, this is a huge amount of DJs already here in Macoi Grand Prix class. The drama starting right from the fairly early stage of the Grand Prix. That's an absolutely disaster for this, but absolutely chaos also.
It is, and we are just entering 2nd lap out of 8th lap, but all the madness have begun with now Juanda still in 1st. We have some riders also in different packs, and also now we are witnessing, who was it? Is it Gilang? Was it Gilang?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is Gilang, but I think that's correct. But now, right behind him is Novel. Yes, that's Gilang down in 12th place.
It is.
So once again, 12th place, Ariel.
Oh, wide again. Yes, going wide again, but still managed to recover. And yeah, Gilang have to go from 12th now. Can he make it like what he've done in the Macoi 2 class? But yeah, it is a tough one, starting from 12th in the 2nd lap. Have to chase around 11 people, 11 rider in front of him with 6 laps to go. Now we are with one of the Ducati. I think it is one of the Ducatis. Is it JJ11? It is in second position with Fabrizio Adriansha following up in third position, giving him pressure so much, not giving up into the third position. Third position is not enough, I think, for Fabrizio Adriansha, and also Igor Fernando in fourth is just taking times to look and also observing two riders in front of him before taking on action and also giving attacks. Going on, a bit wide there into turns 7, 8, 9, and now going to 10 and also 11. 12, 13, and 14 is waiting in front of them, and this is gonna be a tough one since the triple right-hander is waiting for them. Now we have JJ and also Fabrizio Adriansha still chasing each other, and yeah, trying to secure second position so far with JJ and Fabrizio Adriansha, and also Igor Fernando behind him. I think around almost 1 second behind. Yes, it is. Whoa! Mistake from Fabrizio Adriansha after taking on the second position from JJ, but now he have to draw back again into third position with Persetio, I think, giving a long lap penalty.
Yeah, that's right. On his back shoulder, we can see Igor Fernando. I think that's something new from him. He is being a very passionate here, carefully sizing up Fabrizio Adriansha. That might be a bit earlier. That what we see. What we were saying about Igor Fernando before, but still he's showing real composure. We can see Igor Fernando remaining patient with watching closely as Fari runs wide and touches the track limits there in turn 3. Meanwhile, Gilang has picked up another position here, getting past Zaki Fatano. That's really nasty. Just at the fastest lap of the race here in round 1 in Losail International with Gilang right now, still battling with Zaki. Continues as Zaki serves a long lap penalty. Must serve long lap penalty right now. Then you can see it, and right behind him, who is in front of him now? Oh, Caribbean Azza is taking a long lap penalty already here, giving Dikan Wavik a bit of breathing space up in 5th position. Oh no, that was that's Nova Sharif. You know,
was it Fahri? Oh, it's Nova Sharif.
You know, it's Nova Sharif. What an ambitious move there. Yes, absolutely disaster for Nova Sharif. Absolutely disaster. He tried to go around the outside of 1000 but couldn't make it stick. And it ends in exactly the kind of incident we've seen earlier across once again. And now we see it again with 1000 rounded floor battling with Sylvester Magal. Same Motorsport Indonesia team, but different colors, BrakeGP and MS Glow. Racing Gilang and faster coming through from the inside, and Pamjin Bro also lining up a move on the inside of 1000 rounded to love right now. Oh, contact again. Wow. This time it's Magal for 9th position. This is a proper scrap now. The hit really rushing with 5 laps. 4 laps to go here in Losail, Qatar. The battle continues into turn, almost into the turn 1 already here with still in the main straight. We see now into the turn 1 with Pamuji faster, 1000 Radler all charging in together. Wow, that's gone wide there, not Gilang, but that's faster. That's very wide into turn 1, and Gilang, sorry, faster again. They are running the same number, the same colors, so it's easy to get them mixed up in the heat of the moment. So once again, we see Pamuji Pro trying to make a move into a silver for 8th position, and remember, Pamuji still has 2 long lap penalties left in his pocket. Oh, right now still a long gap there between Pamuji Nugroho and Sylvester. Oh, he's surfing now. He's won a long lap penalty. Yes, I think he is trying to clear one of those long lap penalties, but he's still got another one to go. Actually, no. Yes, but actually, yes, that might still be the second long lap penalty. I think he was given 3 long lap penalty earlier on this race area.
Yeah, might be 3 long lap penalty. It is a big homework for Pamuji Nugroho. But then again, we are going with, I think we are still on the tail of Fauzan. Was it Fauzan?
No, it's JJ.
Let's see. Oh, was JJ?
Yes.
It is JJ, yeah. Behind him is Fabrizio Adriansha in 3rd position. Now, we are looking with JJ Lebrun in 2nd position, switching now. The camera director is trying to going to Grebian Azan also. He's in 13th position. Yes, Azza. Grebian Azza is in 13th. Now we are with the one of the KTM rider
Yeah, look.
taking on
Yeah, look at that, Gilang. Is it Gilang?
Decon. Yeah, so the Decon Wafik, I think. It is Decon Wafik with Gilang trying on to squeeze in to take 5th position from 12th to 5th in just a few laps. A massive run from Gilang Aditya trying to recover back again into the top position after what happened with him in the first lap. But then, yeah, Gilang Aditya is taking on the battle, taking on the fire in this blazing hot circuit and trying to make both of them going on in the front off. Looks like the track limits will be better to them, but yeah, no more mistake for Gilang Aditya. He have to push and more to take on the top 3 position with Ego Fernando in 4th, Fabio Andrade in 3rd, and also JJ in 2nd, who was third.
Oh, Gilang, that was,
Was
Gilang.
it Gilang?
Oh, that was Gilang.
It is Gilang going down and out into the grapple again and again, even though all of his fight from 12th to 5th now have to go down again for Gilang. Not a bad position, descent to 8th, but still it is a massive drop from 5th after all he's done, after all the push he's made. Now he have to back climbing again from 8th to 5th at least.
Yeah, that really has been a disaster for Gilang in this Grand Prix. I think this is the nightmare scenario he would never have wanted to live through today. We've seen in DRL how successful he's been around this circuit, but today everything has gone so wrong with Gilang. His story arc here at Losail, Qatar in round 1 of the 2025-26 Macoi Grand Prix has taken a completely different turn. That's the commitment from Fahri Adriansa that's still sticking through the turn 1 and into the turn 2, chasing down Jillevilleneuve ahead of him in 2nd position. There has been so much to take in from Fahri Adriansa right from the first corner. Staying glued to the back of Jillevilleneuve, JJ is still holding on to 2nd place for now, trying to edge away from Fahri, but he still has to secure that position because Ego Fernando is right there looming behind. I think in just a few more laps or even a few more corners, Ego Fernando will be right on the back of this leading group. We can already see it in the background, Ego Fernando and Dikan Wafik closing in the background, but I don't really want it to say it, but I have to say it. If Gilang had crashed earlier in the race, we would be looking at him right now fighting for podium position or probably the winner, but that could genuinely have been on the cards today. But as it stands, JJ remains in 2nd place, Fahri pushing hard. That's intense pressure from Fahri. So, and Jillevilleneuve is on a real hit. Well, meanwhile, Juanda is riding his own race at the front.
Oh, that's so far.
Yeah, so completely alone. The gap is enormous between Juanda and JJ. Just look at the space that's open up here, there. The gap between Juanda and Jillevilleneuve is massive. It's almost like a Lorenzo style right in real life, I guess. So Juanda now heading into the final lap comfortably leading the race. But remember, there is still 1 lap to go. We've seen it before. Mistake can happen in the closing laps. Last season in Mandalika, he made an error on the final lap. So take it easy. There's a big gap behind you, behind him. JJ is still locked in battle pit with Fahri. You have to stay patient here. And JJ, you also need to stay patient. Don't make any mistakes. And there you are, still with JJ and Fahri Andriansyah. There it is, a mistake from JJ Lanasi. Pick up, I think, bits of long lap penalty. 1 long lap penalty for JJ. So, Fahri, I will say it clear now. Take it easy, stay patient. JJ has a long lap penalty, and Ego Fernando also has a long lap penalty. This is a moment to stay calm.
So it's gonna be very advantage for Fabio Adriansa since JJ and also Ego Fernando both having a long lap penalty. And yeah, too fast to say. There goes
Yes.
long lap penalty for Fabio Adriansa. We are seeing from the grid on the left side, but now that again we are witnessing one of the riders who was it from the DRT. I think was it Flavio?
No, exactly.
Oh yeah. That is, and now we are back again with our contender for the 2nd position. I think.
No.
Yes, it is. Oh
No,
no,
it's
no,
Bagus
it
Wisnu
wasn't
from
Vario
the back.
Adriansha. It is Bagus Wisnu. Yeah, both having the same colors, so yeah, we might mismatch it. But then again, as for Juanda, still leading in the front position on his own league, and still very, very good. And yeah, I think he will make it now. The battle between KTM and also one of the, I think it is Fauza Rotullo and Pamuji. But this is it for Juanda. Very, very nice run, very, very solid one with a stupid finish. And now we have Vario Adriansha finishing on second in front of JJ Loren in the last moment. That's it. The second position is closed with Vario Adriansha, and JJ Loren have to take on the third position. It is. Unfortunately, we didn't see what happened between Vario Adriansha and also JJ Loren. But then again, after all the fight, after all the chance, Vario Adriansha finally make it into the second position, and JJ Loren taking on third place, finishing the top 3 position.
Yeah, that was a massive battle between JJ and Vario Adriansha heading into the final corner, and Ego Fernando comes through into second place. Wow, what a moment here. That's how it's all unfolded. JJ,
It's a magical
yeah,
one.
that's JJ dropping back to fourth place. Vario Adriansha still holding on to the podium finish. I think there was a contact there between Vario Adriansha and JJ at the final corner, something we didn't quite catch earlier, but nonetheless, what an absolute battle it was between Vario, JJ and Ego. And Ego Fernando, this is the reward he takes today. Patience pay off. That's something new, something different from Ego Fernando in previous seasons. We've always seen him as the aggressive one, always forcing the issues, but today that wasn't the case. This was a different Ego Fernando, a true calm, calculated patience. And now he's got a second place on the podium firmly in his pockets. What an achievement this is. Maybe not a debut, but certainly a statement right in the opening Grand Prix of the season here in Qatar. Ego Fernando on the podium. Vario Adriansha drops one position to finish third, and JJ, oh, that's heartbreaking for him. Unfortunately, doesn't quite cover it. He's been pushed off the podium. I would say deported from the podium. Not deported, but JJ Loren finished fourth. What an absolute drama we witnessed here today in round 1, Ariel. Lot of drama, Ariel, today.
Yeah, decision from the race direction have been spelled that, Ego Fernando taking some advantage, a massive advantage to be honest, from Vario Adriansha and also JJ Loren from finishing second and third. Now have to take it in the third and fourth, giving Ego Fernando second position, the runner-up position, after all the time he gave behind those two riders. And yeah, technically he steals it very, very beautifully. And yeah, a massive one for Ego Fernando taking on the second place in this beginning round. We are going to see, this is the standings or the result after the first round of Qatar Grand Prix here in the Macoi GP class. Once again, Juanda, our winner here on the first round. Very, very solid one. And as we can see, a massive gap between him and the second position. Ego Fernando is in second after all the magic happened, and giving Vario Adriansha and JJ Loren in third and fourth position, with Tikan Wafik closing the top 5. Zeki Fatan is in 6th, Gilang Aditya in 7th, Fauzan Rotullah in 8th, Sylvester Magal in 9th, and also Prasetyo in 10th position. We have Pamuji in 11th, Pascal Tio in 12th, Naufal Sharif in 13th, 14th is for Fadlur Rahman, and also Bagus Wisnu in 15th. That's our top 15 here in the Macoi GP class of 2025-2026 Motorsport Indonesia Macoi GP. Once again, Juanda, our winner here. It is a massive, massive one from the Pull&Bear MEI Racing Aprilia rider in this round. And also, I think Juanda is really paying his debt from the Macoi 2 class since he didn't get the best result in the Macoi 2 class. Now he is giving it all in the Macoi GP class, and yeah, really going with a nice result. As for the 16th position, we have Frikat Perdana and also Grebian Adza in 17th position, closing all the riders who participate in this opening round. Unfortunately for Ben Rosmerian, Flavio Baldacci, Hanif Irfan, and also Muhammad Fatah, not participate yet in this round, and we might see them in the next round.
Yeah, I think it's great to see number one finishing as number one here today at Losail in the Grand Prix of Qatar. And the results confirm exactly what we saw on the track. Juanda remains in the first place, taking 26.25 for the win and 1 extra point for the fastest lap. Ego Fernando comes home in second place with 20 points. Fahri Andreasa completes the podium in third, scoring 16 points. Gigi Loren finished fourth on 13 points. Gilang Aditya takes fifth with 11 points. Impressive considering he started from pole earlier today. Dikan Wafik finishing 6th also on 11 points. Zaki Fatan in 7th with 10 points. Fauzan Radullah comes in 8th, scoring 8 points, following is faster in 9th with 7 points. Prastio round out the top 10 with a 6 point. Pamchi Nugroho finishing 11 on 5 points. Pascal Tio in 12 with 4 points. Novel Sharif 13 with 3 points. And Fadl Rahman 14 with 2 points. With Bagus Vishnu take the final points of the day, 15th place with scoring only 1 point. And the rest of the field, Losail we thought without point for now. Ricard Perdana, Greben Adza, Ben Rosmerian, Flavio Baldacci, Harif Irfan, and Muhammad Fatah.
So yeah, as for the point system, we are only giving point from the first up to 15 position, following from the 26th up to 1 point in the top 15. So yeah, that's it for the standing up till the first round. Juanda securing a massive beginning point for the season. 26 point is a good starting, but yeah, can he make it up into the finish line, up into the final of the season with his number 1 on his bike? And this is it for the constructor standing. After round 1, we have Aprilia with 25 points, Ducati with 20 points in second position, and also Yamaha in third with 16 points. And the KTM is in fourth with 11 points. That's it for the constructor standing after round 1. The 4 factory or 4 constructor here standing in the top 4. And as for the team standing, the Pull&Bear MEI team with 28 points, if I'm not mistaken, in the first position. The team of Juanda and Fadlu Rahman. BGP MEI FJ Racing Ducati is following in second position with AG Akela Racing Team in third position. MS Gloverman MEI Ducati is in fourth with Sony DR Team Yamaha in fifth. Red Bull KTM Factory Macoi in 6th, and Neower DRT Ducati in 7th. And also the rest is following, as you can see here in the standings. Now we are entering the Parc Fermé to take on some talks with our top 3 riders. We are going to begin with Fahri Adriansha, who finished in third after all the decision from the race direction. From Sony DR Team Yamaha, please welcome Fahri Adriansha with Luzan.
So, Fahri, another podium today here under the lights at Losail, and that makes 3 consecutive podiums today across 3 classes. How do you reflect on this run of results, and do you see Yamaha's consistent presence on the podium as a positive sign for the season ahead?
Getting 3 consecutive podium is more than I expected, but I'm staying grounded as it's a long season. During the race, I just focus on my rhythm. I also want to apologize for the small contact with JJ during the overtake. That was entirely my fault for misjudging the gap. I'm just glad we both managed to finish, and I'll definitely learn from this for the next race. Hopefully, I can achieve even more before with this Yamaha. Maybe that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Fahri. That's a lot for you. That's take a lot for you. That's contact even you and JJ cannot be. You cannot move from that contact also. But yes, then again, congratulations for your podium. Is your 3rd podium today. So yeah, congratulations, and I will give back to Ariel.
Well, that's it from Fahri Adriansha finishing on 3rd position. It is a bit bitter for him, but then again, it is what it is. Still, P3 is a good one to take a place. Now we are going with Ego Fernando, a 2nd place winner now after all the magical things, and yeah, it is a nice one. From AG Akela Racing Team, this is Ego Fernando with Hussein in the Parc Fermé.
So, Ego Fernando, what an absolutely fortunate today. That's a fortune that gave to you a first podium in the opening race of the season, especially after such a difficult and unlucky campaign last year. Without jinx it, I don't want it. So, do you see this result as a sign that you've finally turned the page, and as a positive step forward for probably the race ahead in Le Mans, in the rest of the race in the Moto GP class, Macoi GP class?
It's for sure not easy race for me. I was very lucky in this race. At the beginning of the first lap, it was very chaos, and I made a mistake, requiring me to get a long lap penalty twice due to track limit. I saw two riders in ahead me getting a long lap penalty, so I had to able to close the gap at as close as possible to get a podium. And Alhamdulillah, I got the podium. Yes, it's good for me. I hope can continue here, and thank you.
Yep, thank you very much, Ego Villeneuve. That's a lot, and congratulations for you once again. That's so good fortune today that you being on the podium after what happened between Fahri and JJ Elion on the race. And yeah, then again, I will give you back to Ariel.
That's it from Ego Fernando in second position after all the magic happened with him. It is a nice one from Ego Fernando of AG Aquila Racing Team. But now we are moving on into the first position, the man of the race, the one who finished really far in front all of the rider. Please welcome Juanda from Pull&Bear MEI Racing Aprilia, now in the Parc Fermé with Lucette.
So, Juanda, again, as a defender champion, that's so happy for you. I see your face that you're so happy today. So, Juanda, a victory in the opening race of the season as defending champion, and by quite a mark in there, a second place as well. To a second place, I mean, 12 seconds. Wow, that is a lot. That's lots for you. And do you see this performance as a statement of intent for the season ahead? And how confident are you feeling right now, Juanda? So, yeah.
Yeah. So happy and I'm feeling confident, but the season is long. So the focus is to stay consistent and keep improving.
So as usual, as Juanda, that was so quiet and so cool, but still, then again, it's so short. But I know that you are happy, so yeah, congratulations once again for the opener winner today at Losail, Qatar. So then again, congratulations for you as a winner today. And so I will be giving back to Ariel.
That's it from our top three. Once again, Fahri Andriasha, Ego Fernando, and also Juanda from finishing and the top three. But once again, Juanda is our winner here in the beginning of the season in round 1, Losail, Qatar. Once again, congratulations to Juanda for winning this first round. And then after this, we are going on to the next round. The second round will be in France, in Le Mans. All tracks we've been waiting. One of my favorite personally, and we are going to witness the race in the 8th of February, next week to be exact. And yeah, please tune in with us in the same time. We are going to witness all the race again with every classes. So yeah, take your marks, your calendar in February of 8, 2026. And yeah, we are going back again with the races, all the thrilling races, all from the all classes. So yeah, that's it for the race tonight. Thank you for everyone who are watching from all around the world. And thank you also for all of the sponsors who are supporting us. We have Macoi Jillevilleneuve, Pull&Bear, Macoi Studio, MS Gloverman, BGP or BrakeGP, Booby Snack, WD Tour, FRP also known as Fabrizio Racing Parts, and we have Rynex Wear, and also Esport Indonesia as our media partner. So once again, thank you for all the sponsors who've been supporting us this far, and also thank you for you guys who've been watching us from the beginning up until the end. We are going to see you back again in the 8th of February next week to be exact in Le Mans for the next round. That's it for tonight, and we'll see you guys again. Stay happy and be healthy. We'll see you guys in the next race.